Man. Hiya, please can I get one venti caramel latte?
I haven't got any venti cups, please, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. What do you want? Can I get a medium Americano with some coconut milk, please?
Can I get like the biggest size of iced caramel latte that I can get?
And have you the biggest iced caramel latte you can do? And a coconut flat white. I think that's it. Thanks. I feel like I said thanks in a really way then. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Stop looking at the camera. Hi Huns, and welcome back to our channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to our channel. I'm Bethan and this is my very first Hun solo, and this
is Mad Pat. Hello.
And this week we are going to be doing a very extra special Mr. and Mrs. ish style quiz about each other. So cheers to that.
Do you want the questions?
Yes, you've
There
just
you go.
opened it so you can see them.
No, I didn't. I honestly opened them for you as I hand them over. Everyone just saw it. Do you think one day we'll be Mr. and Mrs. like those two there?
We are currently sat at South Shields Beach.
The old lady looked at us and smiled and did this to us when we were outside the car.
Did she?
Yeah, it was so
she
cute.
like, your girlfriend's banging?
Yeah, it was super cute. It's great. We're literally sat in between two super old couples, like two couples of people in their 70s.
Like,
who are doing exactly the same as us, sat with coffees just looking at the beach.
because so basically Mad Pat is also known as David. This, if you've ever watched any of our videos and you've heard me refer to my boyfriend or David,
Mi
this...
amor.
Yeah, he's taking Spanish, guys. This is David. This is my boyfriend. He is wonderful. He puts up with all of my crap.
Look at the puppy.
That puppy is so cute. Is that Sharpei?
Puppy, yeah.
Oh,
Sharpei
puppies are
puppies
so
are extra
cute.
cute. Look at its bumhole. So pink.
So yeah, so we are going to be doing some Mr. and Mrs. style questions.
I'll admit, my memory on the facts is pretty loose,
Mine probably will be as well.
but I feel like I know your heart.
Yeah.
With that, you're about to get wrecked.
Shut up, David. Okay.
Well, hang on, what are the rules? You've not told us how we play the rules.
And there's just questions and you just have to answer them, and if I think of a rule later on, then that's a rule.
Three little Huns.
Pins for life.
Pins for life.
The first question is, David, what did I wear
Oh.
on our first date?
What do we class as our first date? That's the main
I
question.
know, that's what I was going to say, because like, obviously we were friends for a long time before
First
we got
time
together, so
I
it's a bit of
took
a mush.
you out, I think, you were wearing a woolly hat and you were wearing like a colourful jumper and and we went for Sunday dinner at the Joiner's Arms. That's like our first proper date, innit? And then the girl who was sat next to us thought you were Merida off Brave, and you sung a song to her, and it was amazing.
Is that our first date though? Because I specifically remember you telling me that wasn't a date.
At the time, maybe I couldn't admit it at the time, but it was a date.
Okay.
But then also I was an absolute scumbag as well at the same time, so. But, so who knows?
He's not a scumbag. Just acting like one of them single lids.
Yeah.
Okay, so, what were you wearing on our first date? You were wearing a nice pair of jeans and you were wearing a long sleeve top with like a shirt over it that, like where the shirt sleeves came to about here, and you were wearing that layered effect, and you had a nice, very freshly shaved beard and fade.
Are we
Like, not a fade because your hair wasn't as short as, like, it still had some, but you had like...
Are we talking about the same day though?
Yeah.
Are you talking about... Mate,
I took
that's the
pictures
point
of
of
you
me.
on that day.
I know, and we can check the pictures right now
Oh
on
my
my
God.
phone. Because you're wrong.
You still got
I
your
was...
Tinder profile.
No. Yes. No, I don't. I'm just saying that the reason
What is it then? What were you wearing?
I was wearing the collarless Grandad shirt, which has like the floral carpet print thing on. It wasn't a short sleeve shirt that
colours
starts
is it?
there. It's the like green one. I can get the pictures up right now on my phone.
Well, you can, I'll
And I can get
rid
the
of the
pic-
questions first.
And I can get the picture up of you as well to prove that I was right. If we both get
There's
it
no
wrong,
picture
is
of
that...
me. You didn't take pictures
I
of me.
did take pictures of you. You just didn't use them on your Tinder profile in a completely scummish move.
So again, was this our first date or was it
Well,
not?
we weren't going out at the time. We weren't going out. We'd been friends and we just kind of...
Had sex and went for dinner a lot.
But look at...
And then went on Tinder.
Yeah, but look how in love we are now. Look how in love we are now. That's all that matters.
We didn't get married. We did a photo shoot for my wonderful friend Kat, who is the founder of Saying I Do Wedding Planning. So if anybody wants to plan their wedding or doesn't want to plan their wedding, get in touch with my wonderful friend Kat
Right.
at Saying I Do Wedding Planning on Instagram and Facebook.
There's Halloween.
She's also part of the Brides Up North network, so you'll probably be able to find her through there as well.
Almost there. Oh my God, I was wrong.
Oh, was I right?
That was you. You were wearing a purple frilly.
Oh,
Jonga.
I know what I'm wearing there. So David is completely wrong. I am wearing a full sleeved turtleneck, sort of like this, but in black. And I had a purple, like a deep purple cardigan on that had like, on the front, it was like, not frilly or ruffly, like as if all of the wool had been pulled out of itself, that kind of effect on it. Like shaggy effect. Why did you
Something
let
else
me
got
go out
shaggy.
with you with that many blemishes and things on my face?
Because you look gorgeous, that's why. I didn't care about any of that.
Okay, so I would class me as having a half a point because everything that I said is right except for... Oh, that's a nice picture. Except for the fact that the shirt that he has on over his long top is actually a long sleeve shirt, but he's rolled them up so they come about through like half of the way down his arm.
Get it up close, man.
Yeah, so comment down below if you think that I got that question right, because I feel like I do. He was wearing it as a short sleeved shirt.
Sorry, mate. We're trying
That's
to
one to me. I'll put half one.
Yeah.
Also, those are our old people best friends and they've just left without saying goodbye.
Didn't
How
even
rude.
wait. Yeah,
I look so old when I'm skinny, don't I? Like, I look like an old frail woman who's about to pass away.
No, you don't. Don't say that. That's the girl who stole my heart. Smooth.
It's got a penchant for dead bodies.
Oh my God. Fucking...
That's a half a point to me. So the next question is... The next question is, who said I love you first?
I think it was me. Was it me? I think it was me.
Would you like to tell the story?
Oh my God, I've just remembered this story. Right, check this out, right, okay? This was some bullshit. We were out for one of our good friends' birthday and we're in a club. I forgot what the club's called. What's it called?
Oh, I never ever go out
It's
in
the one
Newcastle.
it's the one that's
You
like,
can
by the
basically-
strippers in Newcastle.
It's-
But it's like the goth bar. What's it called again? The like goth
We weren't
club?
in there.
Yeah, we were, dude.
No, we weren't. Do you know where we were?
Where?
We were in the place where you have to go upstairs to get to it, and then when you're on the top floor, it seems like you're inside, but you're actually outside. So while you're in the club, you can smoke cigarettes.
No, we're
That's
talking
where
about
we
the same
were.
place. We're talking about the same
That's
place.
not a goth place.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's like the Rocker Club. Remember whose birthday we're out for?
Yeah, no, but we went to a few places, and I didn't feel like any of them were particularly goth
Yeah.
places.
Anyway, so
I don't
I've
know
forgotten what the
Newcastle
club's
very well.
called. I've forgotten what the club's called, but we're in there and we'd had a really lovely night together. Bethan was looking stunning. She was wearing like sparkly dress with these huge like PVC sun boots that are crazy and sound disgusting, but she looked banging. It was crazy. She was like a go-go dancer or something.
I'll try and find a picture of that as well.
And we were out with a big group of people who we both knew and like are mutual mates with. One of which was a lass who like I go way back with. Like we worked together at Anna Castle. Bethan knows she was in college with or some shit like that.
She wasn't in my course with me, but I knew of her.
And then
I don't know if she would have knew of me, but I knew of her.
so we were like out, and then we're stood. Me and Bethan were like back to back, and then I was talking to you, like we were obviously moving because we're a thing, and I was telling Katie about Bethan and just saying how much I think she's great and how she's amazing and things like that. And then like Bethan shoved us from behind us, and in my mind I was like, oh, she thinks I'm like hitting on her or something. So I like turned around to say to her, oh, Bethan, like I was just telling Katie how great you are. And then as I did that, Bethan swung a slap us on the arse and clipped us straight in the so I was crippled. I literally fell and stumbled and was like haunched over a bin, just like crying in pain. And obviously we kind of miscommunicated. So Bethan like came over to us, and before she said anything, it was like, I wasn't doing anything. Why did you hit us in the balls? I would never cheat on you. I love you. And then because I'd said I love you to Bethan didn't respond to anything I'd said and turned around and ran off. So I was left crippled thinking like, oh my God, Bethan's gonna fucking leave us. She thinks that I was trying to cheat on her or something like that. But actually it was just because she was really touched that I'd said I loved you and she needed to go cry about it.
Right, okay, so
That was it from my perspective.
I
Like,
would like
I
to
thought
clear-
she just punched us in the she thought it was being a sleaze.
I would like to clear a few things up about that story. So, I had no problems with him dancing with Katie. Katie's lovely. They hadn't seen each other in a long time. They were having a catch up. That is sound. Like that's a non-event. I didn't know that he was standing behind me talking to Katie at the time. I was dancing with my friend Maria. Hi, Maria. And I very, very accidentally, like, I didn't realise that I'd shoved you while I was dancing. That must have just happened because it was a packed club and I was dancing and you were dancing, and I must have gone into you because I use my whole body when I dance. And then I didn't know that, and well, you obviously would have turned around to try and talk to me at that point, and I was still dancing, and I just did something where one of my arms flung behind us and it punched him in the peen. It was a complete accident, and what happened as a result of that is David fell into a bin.
I did end up sitting in a bin.
He fell,
I was sat in a bin when I told you I love you. Oh my God.
And so basically, because it wasn't even that. It was just like, he fell into the bin, and then I was trying to help him out of the bin, and we'd all had a drink, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he was like, you did that on purpose. And I was like, I literally would never do that. And I started crying because I was like so upset that, like, one, he thinks I would ever physically or in any way hurt him on purpose. And I was just like, I started crying, and I was just like, oh my God, no, I'd never do that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. And he was just going, it's fine, it doesn't matter. And I was like, no, Lily, please believe us, I'll never do that. And then he was just like, Bethan, shut up. I know. I love you, okay? And I was like, and I must have said something before I ran off, but basically,
Just disappeared.
I ran off
just disappeared.
to go and find my friends Eleanor and Maria and just be like, David just told us I love us, but I don't want him to tell us that if he doesn't mean it, because I do love him, and if he's just going to tell me that he loves us so that I'll stop crying, then it obviously isn't the same. And I just cried for a long time, and Eleanor was like, will you just shut the and go and tell David that he loves him, and I was like, ah! And then we were fine for the rest of the night.
It was just complete miscommunication. Just a combination of bad things that resulted in something beautiful, which was me sitting in a bin cradling my testicles whilst declaring my love for this woman. Special, really, isn't it?
So that is that story. However, I would like to say that is actually not the first time one of us told each other that we loved each other. That was an official moment where people stopped beating around said bush. The first time you told me you loved me, you told me you loved me 3 times before this occasion that we've just spoken about, and you did it by accident.
What?
There was a few times where you were going out to play D&D or something, and I was staying in your house, and I'm sure it happened, it happened when I was going to be taking over your Twitch live stream by myself, and you went,
Mad Son Pats
you
on
said
Twitch.
You just went, bye, I love you, I mean, see you later, no, and then you ran out of the house.
Oh shit.
And that happened
Shit.
about 3 times, but that is the time that it first happened and that I could remember, because I was like, what, sorry? And you were like, nothing, and then ran away out of the house. But also there was a time that you've told me actually I'm the first person that didn't say the words I love you, but said that I loved you, because when we first started taking steps from going from best friends to being in a relationship, I got really upset and like worried about that change in dynamic, and I told you that I was really scared that I just looked into your eyes for too long and fell in love with you.
You did say that.
So actually it was me, so that's point me.
What bull? Okay.
You remembered all of those things, but it wasn't the right
I
answer.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
So that was me.
I need to start earning some points.
So I have 1 point, 1.5 points. David is still on 0. Question 3. Who's the best kisser? Me.
Yeah, probably. I'm not even going to fight that.
Very quick,
yeah.
Very smooth. Okay, question 5 is...
Points on the board.
What's their weirdest quirk?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you have bad quirk. One demonstrable a day, you have a child's taste in coffees.
There are a lot of respectable adults who like caramel lattes. I can drink coffee without caramel in, but nobody is gonna lie to me and tell me that coffee is nicer without nice flavours than it is with them.
What would be your weirdest quirk? Next one, shoot.
Embarrassing crush. We don't really have any of those. Do you have anything you would like to say about embarrassing crushes?
Have I got to know your embarrassing crush?
Yeah, do you think I've got one?
Your embarrassing crush is on...
Your embarrassing crush is my Uncle Lee.
I don't have a crush on your Uncle Lee.
Alright, whatever.
He's a handsome
you
man.
do.
He's a
my whole
handsome
family
man.
knows you have a crush on my Uncle Lee.
All I'm saying, I don't have a crush on him. He's just a very handsome man who I thought was younger than he actually is, because he's obviously taking care of himself.
And you don't find his like success attractive? You don't find his family orientation attractive?
No, he's...
Do you fancy my Auntie Angela?
Well, she... No, no, she just has a posh voice that is a voice that I associate with being an attractive sound.
That's your embarrassing crush?
No.
That is embarrassing crush, ladies and gentlemen. My Auntie Angela.
Your embarrassing crush is my dad.
No, it's not.
But you're not going to deny that you fancy my dad?
No, I don't. I know someone who does, but we're not saying that because it can't go in a video.
Excuse him.
Because I know Tanya watches. Tanya!
Who's your embarrassing crush? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Who's your embarrassing crush?
Well, for sticking to family things, I fancy one of your uncles, but I don't think he's a blood relative.
One of my uncles?
Yeah, like one of your uncles is just a bit of a silver fox. He's like older. He's a bit short.
Uncle John? Uncle John?
Side.
Yeah, Uncle John.
I need to see a
Uncle
picture.
John, mother... Son of a bitch. Now it comes out. Now the fucking... Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Okay.
Uncle John.
I got a point there because you didn't get mine, but I definitely got Angela.
You definitely did get mine.
Ah! Okay, which Disney character am I most like?
Merida from Brave.
I feel like this
who
is
you
a no
look like.
points one, isn't it?
Merida from Brave's who you look like the most, if that's what's going on.
Oh wait, you do remind us of Corvo a little bit. Actually, do you know what you remind me more of than Corvo out of Lion King 2?
Fucking Covey.
Do you know the one who's like on Scar's side? And he's just like, and Scar's not in Lion King 2 because he's been killed or something, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So you know Zira,
Yeah,
Corvu's mum, and then like one of her sons or something, and he's keep like, and she's like, the battle may be bloody, and he's like, Corvu, wanna go? You remind us of him a bit.
Harble. Could have gone for the obvious choice of Scar, like the most badass Disney villain, or I don't know who else is dope.
You might be a hyena.
Finn from Rapunzel, Tangled.
Oh, you could be him, but that's not what sprung to mind. Gotta go with honesty. So I'm Merida, and you're that one from Lion King.
Lion. Joe character. Their attempt at recreating an evil Timon and Pumbaa knockoff duo.
No.
That's basically who those are. They're fill-in characters for Timon and Pumbaa. They're the comic relief on the bad side.
Oh, Timon and Pumbaa are not in it.
No, they are, but they're the good side. They're like the counter comedy characters.
I don't
Like
think
how the
Zira's-
hyenas in the first one are the counter duo.
No, I get that, but so Zira's the Scar,
Yeah.
and then there's like a little kid one who's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's her and the that other.
And I'm
Right. Yes.
Okay.
And Eliza's there. Yeah, so that's not a point round.
Okay.
Because that's not a secret or anything. Who's the tidiest?
Me, and that should be a big old point to me for doing that.
You don't just get a point for being tidy.
Yes,
You
I
both
do.
knew the answer to that question.
I put in work to be that tidy, so I feel
You
like I should
actually
get-
don't. You're not tidy in my house at all. You're just tidy in your house. You're not even that tidy in your house. You just get annoyed if I leave mess lying around. You tidy up like your siblings and your parents' mess for them.
Thank you very much,
But
Tanya.
Tanya does some of the dishes.
I know, but come on. How come I don't get a point for being tidy? All right, next question then.
Well,
Bullshit.
then, if that's the case, well, I just get a point for being talented.
No, what? It's literally
What?
one of
No! Okay, next question. Who's the best cook? That's obviously David. David is
That should
an
be
amazing
another
cook.
point.
You don't get a
How come all
point
the
for
things-
just being a good cook. You've got to know the secret.
How come all the things
Those are
that-
the only questions you get points for.
All the things that I'm good at, I don't get points for, but all the things that you kind of
Because these questions are not point scoring questions, are
Okay.
they really?
Okay, right, okay, yeah, I am the best cook.
Like, what if you weren't tidy and I was tidy, so I just get a point because I'm tidy? That's not a thing we knew about each other. That's a thing we know about ourselves.
Okay, next question.
Got it. Okay, who's most likely to deal with a spider? I think that it's me.
Yeah, correct.
See, that's not a point one either. I get
Okay.
a point for getting spiders. Okay, what's the worst habit? Yours is picking your nose and eating it.
You don't have to tell that to the world.
What's mine?
Well, I don't want to say it.
You can say it. It's
No,
okay.
I don't want to say it.
Is it because I'm shouting all the time?
No, it's just because it's harsh and it's not something that's necessarily in your control, so it's just like...
Is it because my fanny smells?
No, your fanny doesn't smell. I like your fanny.
Okay. What is it?
Well, it's a habit, and it...
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, see? I didn't want to say it. Like, it's fine. I'm okay with it. I accept it's something you do.
I'm going to have to blank the word out of this, though, because children.
Yeah.
But that's valid.
It just means...
Yeah, I know, but that's a bad influence on children,
Okay.
isn't it?
Another one, which is annoying, because it is really annoying, actually, because I always wake up and I'm terrified you're dying from it, so it leads to me, like, having... is night eating is literally, like, you just eating in your sleep. I am always, like, jolting awake because I think you're choking, or you're about to fall off the bed because it's actually you reaching down next to the bed to grab some scran. That's bad.
Literally every time I reach off the bed recently, it's like an arm just going, no!
I think you're falling, that's why. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
I'm a hungry girl.
I think I'm one around.
Yeah, I'll give you a point for that. What's your pet name for me? That's the next one. What is your pet name for me? This is a frustrating question for David, because every time he calls me something that is not a stereotypically lovable pet name, other people join onto it and start calling me that as well.
Yeah.
And that really grinds his gears.
It is. We've been through loads.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one was B,
Yeah.
which I liked, just calling you B, because obviously your name's Bethan.
Yeah.
But then it was annoying because, like, all our work colleagues were working on a show at the time. All our work colleagues started calling her B, and then that means that it lost the sacredness of it being an exchange between us two and kind of became mundane. And then Finn, I've tried that, but then all her family call her Finn all the time.
Finn, yeah.
Finn, yeah, so I couldn't use that. So I don't really have one for you now, do I? I just had
You
to
did
resort to
Ginge
calling-
for a while, but the
I
same
did
thing
Ginge,
happened at
Ginge,
work.
that sucked as well. I loved calling you Ginge. That was
You can still call me it. It just...
No, I can't, because now we're associated with those people at work, and I don't want to be thinking of those people at work while, you know,
thinking about me.
we're kissing or something. It's
Yeah.
weird. What's my pet name?
I just call
You
you the
never
Deep.
give me one.
I just call you the Deep.
Oh, okay.
And-
Okay, yeah, that counts. Who gets a point for that?
I don't know, because I feel like we slightly did that wrong. Like, I should have guessed the ones you call me, and you should have guessed the ones I called you. But we
Okay,
just
yeah.
said ourselves.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we did that wrong.
That's not a question round. Okay, what's your favourite thing about me? I think that your favourite thing about me is my...
That's not true, by the way.
That's a shock.
I mean, it's good.
That's a shock to me.
It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's premium. But it's not the thing that I like most about you. How shallow
I'm
would that
struggling
be?
to think of things that people could like about us. to
Are
be
we talking
honest,
about
so-
physical attribute, or are we talking about just anything?
just anything?
Just anything. Well, it's definitely not your. And how shallow would that be?
My not shallow at all.
Damn straight.
Oh yeah!
Oh
Is it
yeah.
my-
No. Shut up, man.
Oh no.
No, Mum.
I've run out of coffee.
So far, and I'm also desperate for.
You've got another coffee.
I've
Have
drank
you
them both.
drunk them both?
I don't need
Desperate
a
for
wee.
a Pete.
Now, my favourite thing about you is honestly just how, like, emotionally intelligent you are. And that sounds like a kind of strange trait, but by that I mean, like, you honestly are the only person who, when I'm upset about something, or when I'm angry about something, or whatever it is, you are happy to, like, sit and break it down with us and really get to the meat of the issue and try and offer solutions, rather than it just being like, oh, well, that person's that person, or if it's like, you know, oh, I'm sorry you're sad, babe. It's not that. Like, we actually just like get to the meat of the problem and actually deal with things rather than just kind of glossing over it with it. Oh, it's okay, I love you, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We actually like sit and discuss things properly, and we're not scared to go there. So that's probably my favourite thing about you. And your favourite thing about me is gonna be...
That was a really lovely thing to say, thank you.
that I'm funny.
You are funny, but that's not my favourite thing about you.
What's your favourite thing about?
Are you just going to have that one tiny guess like that? I guessed loads of things about my...
I would say your favourite thing about me is my belly, my little belly that you can throw it, little fairy belly that you like resting on.
I do love it.
Don't get it out. I don't no, that's my bladder and I need a wee.
My favourite thing about you is... I don't really know how to explain this without sounding lame. Just... Yeah, just... And I don't give you a lot of credit for it all of the time, but you're just very, like, wisdomous. Like, you've, like, guided me out of, like, feeling in some pretty, like, hard situations. And, like, when I could have spiraled and things like that, you were actually really good at, like, do you know, like, a teacher who doesn't, like, feed into, like, someone and, like, just accepting that they feel like they can't do something or something like that, and they're actually, like, just, like, give you like, guidance and feedback and stuff. I don't really know how to say it.
Yeah, I think I understand what you mean now.
But you wouldn't.
Don't let you give up on yourself. Sorry.
Yeah. Stop it, I'm not crying, you're crying. None of us got a point for that because we didn't.
We just went in.
Do you know what it is though? I feel like we both got a point, which doesn't change the scores, but
okay, I'm
it
happy with
does.
that.
Just that was a really nice moment. The next question is, what is my favourite pizza topping?
You are about to get wrecked.
Okay.
Okay, Ginge, you are going to get smoked. Because
Okay.
I know this. Because the other day when you were feeling miserable, you were at work doing the things and it was really long. I went on Domino's, put in the order to send you extra large of this pizza. But then, unfortunately, it wouldn't let us do it because my Google Pay wouldn't work for some reason, which was really annoying. Plus as well, I didn't know when your break was.
Yeah.
And I thought if Domino's just rocked up with this pizza, then people would eat it and stuff, and then that was
Yeah.
like, so I didn't in the end. But the thought was there, the cognition was there, and I have sent you food before where I've actually followed through on it.
You
So
bought
I'm
us a
not just
KFC when I was on my period once, and I really, really, really appreciate it.
like from she was. It happened when she was in Shields. I was back in Alnwick, and she said she was having a rough day, so I sent her that KFC. Anyway,
What's the best?
so your best pizza is
Yeah.
a barbecue based
Okay.
chicken, sweet corn, pineapple pizza.
It is, you know.
Stuffed crust if it's available sometimes.
Sometimes I'll have a jalapeno on there.
If you're feeling fancy, but as your best pizza, then that's that.
Okay, as a sub question, where do I think has the best garlic sauce?
Gills. Gills on the nuke has the best garlic sauce. Alright, what's my favourite pizza topping?
I feel like I actually don't know because you just bum any pizza, but I feel like I
Oh,
want
I
to
have
say
a
that.
favourite.
Like, is your favourite a classic just pepperoni?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Son of a bitch! Oh man.
I knew it. Look at that knot.
Fuck. So do we both get a point then?
Yeah, I've already written it in. And do you know what it is?
Classic pepperoni you cannot beat. Tell me there is a better pizza.
I know,
than
but
this.
listen. So recently,
To be fair,
on 2 different episodes of Shagged, Married, Annoyed, the podcast by Chris and Rosie Ramsey, they have featured something about like a pizza style rating system for like how much you fancy someone or something like that.
God, I was gonna put my nose on camera.
And we listened to those semi recently, and I was like, we've definitely talked about the best pizzas, and if I don't get this, it's gonna be so embarrassing. But I got it, so it's fine.
You did
classic
miss.
pepperoni. He's a classic pepperoni. Honestly,
You did miss one thing that it maybe isn't my ultimate pizza, but definitely I have to heavily consider every time. If you can guess this, I'll allow you the full point.
I'm getting the full pint anyway. You're not in charge of the.
Okay, well, just
Look at that split end.
Okay, yeah.
Can you see that?
Yes, I can. But what's the thing that I always have to consider if I'm getting pizza, though? You should know this. You should know this.
Why should I know this?
You should know it. It's the master stroke when it comes to pizza some days, but some days it's shit.
Oh, it's extra sauce.
Double
That's like
sauce,
that
man.
fucking
Double sauce, yo,
bollocks.
pizza. Double sauce, extra tomato sauce on the base. It is peng.
So guys, if you want to have some bread where all of the toppings fall off the pizza as soon as you pick it up, get double sauce.
Marinara.
Cheat.
Disgusting. Right, last question, because I am going to wet
Last
my
question.
pants.
Last
I'm going to wet my
question.
pants. Sudden death.
This is sudden death. And we'll both say after 3.
Did you just pick a question that you know the answer?
No,
for
it's not
sudden
that.
death?
It's not like that at all. It's this is more an opinion based question.
Okay.
And I'm only saying sudden death because, like after 3, because I want to know if we both think the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. So what? This is the 15th and last question of this video. We are probably going to do a part 2 because we enjoyed this. So there you go. The last and final question of today's All Huns, Mr. and Mrs. is, what are we most likely to argue about after 3? 1.
No, you need to give us a chance to think. You need to give us a chance.
Are you joking?
I've drawn a blank. I've drawn a fucking
I'm
blank.
pretty sure we've already argued about it today.
Oh.
We're always going on about this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Hopefully. Okay, do it.
Okay, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Efficiency.
Me being in the way. Similar?
I feel like very distantly related.
Right, I feel like you've claimed this efficiency thing, because if you remember, I was the first person who bitched about things being inefficient.
Oh my
and
god,
that's such a good
actually
thing.
no. I was the first person that said you weren't efficient and you compared me to... And that is the first time we ever brought up efficiency.
No,
Because we were cooking in your house, in your kitchen, and I was saying we need to do... It was about cleaning the fridge. And I was like, it's not efficient to do it that way. Like, and I basically said that the way you wanted to do something was like a stupid idea. Obviously, was on a high horse about my own idea. And I said that you just weren't efficient.
No, well,
And you said, don't tell me that because tells me that all the time.
no, my thing is the inefficiency that I suffer on behalf of you and on behalf of your family as well.
The other hands are going to be so ranging.
And it's so true, and it frustrates me to the fucking core, so watch out for this. Is we will say we are going to McDonald's, right?
Right.
If you know where McDonald's is in Shields, you can plot it on a graph compared to Bethan's house. Bethan's house would be here, McDonald's is here, and then Asda's over here.
Right.
And we will be going to McDonald's, say, so we will drive from your house all the way to McDonald's,
Right.
and then we get told we have to go at Asda, so we have to go back past your house to go up fucking Asda, then we have to turn round and come back to your house. people might think that's a minor inconvenience, but it gets worse because so many times we will go from Bethan's house to Asda or something and then say go to McDonald's, so we'll drive past Bethan's house again and go to McDonald's, and then we get a phone call where we have to go to fucking Asda, so then we have to turn around from there, go back past Bethan's house for the second fucking time, go at Asda, and then return home. Or there is bare times where it's like we are heading in directly the opposite direction of wherever you or your family need to go, and we get a phone call and it's like, do you mind driving past 6 other destinations that you're planning to go to a day to go to this one that's fucking miles out of the way first before returning back to those 6 things that you're currently right next to and need to do? And that just boils my piss, and it's exacerbated by the fact that South Shields is full of fucking speed bumps, so you can't drive anywhere properly. You have to slow down and it's wrecking your car, and it's stressful because people just park anywhere, so you have to like fucking dodge people all the time. But like, that's nothing to your fam. Like, your fam will happily just be like, oh yeah, I'll drive 4 miles that way, 6 miles this way, come back to there, and then go back to the first place I was. Like, that's just fine for them. Like, oh, I've just been to Home Bargains, can we go to Home Bargains? Oh yeah, we'll go back to Home Bargains. Or and like, then they'll be like, oh, and then we'll go to Toby Carvery, say, and then, oh, let's go to Home Base, which is right next to Home Bargains. Do you know what I mean? And that doesn't annoy them, but that fucking frustrates me, because if I'm at Home Bargains and Home Base is across the road, like, why do we need to go to a middle point that isn't in that section? That just balls. Sorry, that was a bit of an intense rant. People will understand what I'm saying. Inefficient.
And that brings an end to this week's very first Bethan and Solo featuring David, featuring questions. I'm going to reveal the scores after the break. I'm joking. The scores at the end of that round are: David has 3 points. And the winner of today's All Huns Mr. and Mrs. is Bethan! Yeah! Thank you! Don't stop, literally don't stop it, oh my god.
It's a fix.
That brings an end to our game, and it also brings an end to this video. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I have, yeah, it's been wicked. I'd love to do another one.
If you'd like to see more of Mad Pats, please let us know down below in the comments, or at 3littlehuns@gmail.com. That's all from us for now. We'll be uploading again very, very soon, and the other Huns will be uploading some more of their own Hun solos and some content, hopefully featuring our cameraman Riley very, very soon. I will not be featuring in any of the communal Hun solo videos until after Christmas, because I am working on something very, very special to upload separately, and I'm also going to be starting some work again soon where I have to isolate. Thank you, COVID. I hope you have enjoyed. Please catch up on all of the videos that have been uploaded recently. David needs the toilet so very much.
Jiggling my leg, it's probably shaking the car.
From both of us at Hun Solo headquarters, also known as Starbucks and South Shields Beach, thank you for watching. If you want to become a little Hun, please subscribe, like, ring the bell for notifications, do all of it, because it means a lot and it helps. We hope you have a lovely day, or night, depending on what time you watch this. You're a babe. He's a babe. I'm a babe. Huns for life.
Huns for life.
Who's parking there? What are you doing parking on a roundabout? No!
Let's shoot.